Hi there, this is Snow City Tarot, and I'm here with a pick-a-card reading. And today's topic is going to be messages from your loved ones. We're talking loved ones who have passed, and messages that they would like to convey to you. Of course, it is a general reading, so we're going to be combining energies. So for those of you that pick a card, pick a pile, thinking with somebody in mind, just realize that there's going to be a little bit of them and a little bit of other people in there as well. But if it resonates, of course, you know, as Siren Tarot says, is take it as synchronicity. But for more accurate readings, you're going to want to get a private reading. And you can get those with me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. So we have 4 piles here. I have these cards here are going to explain the person, and then after that, for each of you, I will draw from this deck, and I will, pull a message from there, and then clarify with the Lenormand deck. So this is deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a moment, think of the person you're thinking of. And the timestamps will be in the description box below. So I'll start with group 1. This is 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So for those of you that picked the amethyst, this is your reading. So the person that you're thinking of, group 1, is somebody who, romantic charm, we have Prince, we have the Queen of Cups. This one actually came with 2 of these major arcana, because I did separate them all to get these court cards and major arcana, and these 2 came out together, and they're pretty insistent that they come out together, so I'm keeping them together. But as far as who this person is, just to make sure that this is your pile, I do have Prince here, but I have a feeling that this is a woman that you're thinking of, because I do have this female energy being backed up with the Empress here. So both of these women are mothers. So this person could be a mother, could be a grandmother, or could be somebody who identified as a mother, or somebody who had kids. This says, this is the Prince. So this is about somebody who is very fair, but somebody who's also kind of coming into their power. For this person, I think that maybe they did inherit something, because this is an inheriting a position of power. So it could be inheriting a business, inheriting money, but whatever it was, or they could have been somebody, you could have inherited a business or something from this person. But basically this is just saying that this person was very fair, and they may have left something to you. And if you're a man or identify as male, then you could be the Prince here. And that could be what is calling out as an identifier. So this person, though, could have been a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. In this deck specifically, this person is coming through more Pisces. Just for this deck here, but it doesn't have to resonate like that. You know, I'm just saying this person could have the qualities of a Pisces person. So they could be very, intuitive. They could be very sensitive. They could be artistic. This person could have been very caring. Maybe somebody who might have really gone out of their way to help you or help others. As for more details, more clarifiers, again, I'm getting more creative energy here with the Empress and the Magician. This person could have been a creative person or had a creative talent. They had a lot of knowledge, and I think that when they passed, they could have been older, like, you know, towards the end of their life. But they were always learning something. This person must have had a lot of willpower too. So I think that this is somebody who was able to, I'm getting the vibe this person may have had their own business. or may have just had a really amazing quality or amazing education that they shared with you. Because I feel like even though the prince is here and the prince indicates a younger energy, somebody who's still learning the craft, learning the trade, learning to be a general or a king, I have a feeling that's you and not so much them. But this is how you can identify this person. We do have Taurus and Libra here. We do have Aries, Gemini, and a Virgo. But it doesn't, like I said, that doesn't have to matter because there's going to be so many of you. This is just simply saying if any of these hit the mark for you, that could be your sign. What else can I say about this person? They just were very well-rounded. They kind of knew a little bit about everything. And I think that maybe they were a source of knowledge for you. But this person, I think, may have been very humble. And even though they had accomplished a lot, I don't think this person really truly felt confident that they knew it all. But everybody kind of went to them thinking that they knew it all, you know. So they were very highly respected and relied upon member of their family, their community, their friends, that sort of person. So, with that, let's ask what this person would want to say to you. What do they want you to know? Because this is about messages from them. Okay, for pile 1, what would this Empress person, this Queen of Cups, have to say to them if they could say something to them right now? What do they want them to know? So the first card is coming out as a subject. This is kind of going to tell us what it's about, what the message is about. That's her again. Oh, and the King of Cups. Okay, interesting. This could be in regards to a spouse they may have left behind. This could be in regards to your marriage as well, because these two people here together, they are married for sure. So this is definitely going to be about a couple. So these people could still exist here, or this could be the Queen of Cups from this part here coming to say something about this King of Cups. So they're definitely a partnership. They're definitely a pair. So what are we saying about the Queen of Cups? What is she saying about the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups? What did they want them to know? I think at the moment, this could be saying, because I see there are some themes here. So we've got two themes here. This is kind of like partying and drinking and, you know, having it all and enjoying everything. But it's kind of like when these two show up, it's almost like they're trying to reiterate this time spent with other people, time spent with, you know, possible excess. And I think that this is a problem that they might see that may need sorting out. I feel like the Hermit is here to punctuate this and say that they're saying that you know, they're kind of offering this as guidance, perhaps. Let's see. What else do I see here? Clarify, please. Yeah, they're kind of suggesting you take some time out for yourself. I don't think this person thinks that you are pacing yourself very well. There could be a Queen of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. This could be about a marriage for sure. And this here was simply just saying this is a marriage. I don't think the Queen of Cups in this case is talking to me as a reference to this person. I think they're referencing you and another. The Sun. There's some issue with excess here, though, when it comes to the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. And if you look, their backs are facing each other. They're not doing well. I don't have reversals in here right now. So I'm seeing that, like, they have some kind of thing that they want to tell you about a possible marriage, a possible conflict. They may be saying there could be too much. Someone is kind of, I feel like someone might be kind of removing themselves from the situation. And while the Four of Swords is usually like contemplation, I feel like this is not what it's saying. I think it might be talking about isolation, because both of these are, this is the Hermit, this is the Hermit's repose, basically, taking time out. The Queen of Pentacles is clarifying this Nine of Cups, which is contentment. And the King of Cups, or King of Pentacles, is clarifying the Three of Cups. So, in both of these cards, we have, you know, in a negative sense, it's overindulgence. It's having too much, or having everything, and, you know, maybe thinking that, you know, you have it all. You know, maybe getting a little cocky, because the Nine of Cups is sort of cocky like that. But it says that you're still searching for your happiness. And maybe that's what it's saying, is maybe the happiness isn't being found in these things, these, you know, temporary moments of you know, parties and drinking and things like that. Maybe that's not where your happiness lies. And they could be saying that you might be in the process of kind of going inward and figuring out this problem, solving this problem, figuring out what's going on and what you want. But they think they're saying that you need to take a bigger effort, because we've gone from the Four to the Hermit. So it may even be suggesting that you find somebody to help you find your way, because it sounds like there's something going on between you, this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles. And like I said, they're separate. So I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is facing this here. So this person might just not be active, they might not be active, they might not be taking care of themselves. The Four of Swords, though, at the same time can also mean like a recovery, but there's a conflict in the way of it. So there's something in the way of this recovery that maybe you're not aware of, I guess. I'm curious about these cups here. Can we clarify the Three and the Nine of Cups, please? Clarify the Three and the Nine of Cups. Okay. So these are some kind of activities that people do possibly out of, they have some kind of thing that they're doing out of, like, anxiety perhaps. This is definitely seeking connections and wanting to move on. Seeking connections and seeing a situation as all you have learned, so now it's time to move on. But there's some kind of like, there's some kind of satisfaction that is blocked, perhaps. This person may be blocked by this wish fulfillment, I mean, not blocked by it, but wants it, but can't get it. And it could be because of some kind of self-limiting thoughts or some kind of, you know, worry, and, you know, consistent worry. Yeah, there's this Three of Cups here. This is parties and friendship and things like that, and it's like what it's kind of on this King of Pentacles' mind. Could be another person, but his face is towards the sun. This is where he wants to go. This person's face is towards the swords, and in the head it's like a combination of swords and, you know, wish fulfillment. It's like it's confusing. It's like this person is like, either they're having issues with their thoughts aligning with what they want, or this person can't decide what they want. They can't decide if they're, you know, feeling happy or sad. But there's a sense of completion on the King of Pentacles' mind. For those of you that need the astrology signs, this is usually a Capricorn, this is usually a Taurus, but for both of these I would say just Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus are fine. But yeah, there's a tie to earthly pleasures though, for sure here. This is kind of the thing. I don't think this is a spiritual crisis. I think this is a issue with earthly pleasures. Especially with the Taurus here. Taurus does have a tendency to enjoy the finer things in life. They do enjoy like money and food and things like that. And the Queen of Pentacles, also in a negative state, can also be very indulgent, very lazy, very obsessed on the material things, obsessed on comfort. And the King of Pentacles in a negative state. So I mean, this isn't the case if you notice these traits in the people that you're around. This might indicate who they are. But the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very materialistic, very greedy. This is somebody that can be in a bad spot, like a gambler, somebody who's got a lot of, they have difficulty with emotions, I'd say, and they're prone to getting mad. You know, like a Taurus would, you know, getting really mad and then kind of coming back down from it. So, you know, they have a temper. So I'm not sure if that indicates you or someone else, because we do have the pair here. I'm assuming it's you guys and you're in a person that you're with. But yeah, that's kind of what I see here. So I think the suggestion here, their advice is for you to get out and go towards, like, get out and be by yourself. Possibly even telling you to go outside and just have some time to yourself. I think you both need time to yourself. Maybe that's what this is saying as well. Because you guys are like, you have the same things on your mind, so pleasure and stuff like that, but you're separate. Like, you're both looking in different directions. You both have, like, the desire to be alone. The king more so, because he's got major arcana. I feel like the king has a lot more people relying on him, because these are major arcana, so that can make it mean that there's a reliance on other people, or these are somehow factors involving a lot of other people, or something like that. The sun is saying that you probably need to, like, this person probably needs to go out and just be alone and enjoy themselves. And this person may also need to do that because they need to solve some kind of problem. And you both have issues with indulgence. You both may have addictions. You both might have an addiction, but you have your special addiction that's unique to you. You know, so somebody might like food or alcohol, the other person might like gambling and like women, and, you know, it's hard to say. You know, take what resonates there. But I do think that the suggestion is that you two need to take a moment apart. Let's see if I can get a situation. Let me see. I'll use these for advice. Please give me some cards to show advice for this person, for group 1, from this loved one. Advice from them. Advice from this loved one. I don't think there's advice from this person. You don't have to have all the answers is kind of what is popping up in my head immediately when I see this, is you don't have to have all the answers. We have confusion here and we have this knowledge over here as well. I think they're saying that you don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes a risk is involved. There needs to be some kind of risk that you have to take or will take, or risk that you have to accept. And that things change. You need to accept change. Things go through cycles as well. So it's like if you throw something out, if it comes back to you, it was meant to be with you. If it doesn't come back to you, then maybe it wasn't that important to you. So I think it's talking about cycles, that if this thing, you know, if maybe you guys separate and then don't want, you know, one person wants to come back and the other person wants to come back, like then you'll know it was okay. But if you go your separate ways and you stay out there, then maybe that was your answer in the first place. But the central theme of this advice has to do with change, has to do with movement, and has to do with kind of moving into the unknown. You're not going to know what's on the other side. You never will. You'll never know for sure what the results of anything will be until you do it. But I think what this saying at the end here is, the reassurance over here, is that once you do fly into the unknown and you go through this cloud, this mist of confusion, the moon is here. The sky opens up. The clouds are gone. You can see the stars. So it's sort of saying that moving through this confusion can actually ultimately lead to some happiness, or whatever it is that you want, whatever desire that is being put on hold, whatever desire is being blocked. You know, and it may be with this person. It may still be with them, but you're not going to know until you try. But yeah, I think that there will be small happiness if you do make an effort to maybe take your paths elsewhere. There'll be a small happiness at first, like you're going to find that. And it could grow into something bigger, or it could just stay at a small happiness and you decide to come back and, you know, you've found your place. But the theme here is that you're not going to know, and unless you go into the unknown, you're not going to make any progress. There will be no change. Everything's going to stay the same. So if you're unhappy now, you're going to stay unhappy because you didn't take the risk and try something and move somewhere or do something new, or, you know, get the distance that you need to get to do your own soul searching. Because that's really what's being told here, is you and this other party need to do some soul searching. Because at the heart of it, you guys are the Queen and King of Cups. You know? I mean, this is the topic, I guess. For some of you, I think that you'll find that taking some space and then returning will help. And then for others of you, I think that you'll find happiness in, you know, going it alone. So that is the message for you, Group 1. I hope that resonates with you. For this situation, if you need more guidance, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if that resonates with you. Okay, for those of you that picked pile 2, this is a smoky quartz. This is your reading. So we're gonna see here, who is this person that you're thinking of who has passed. This could be a mother. The Queen of Pentacles is oftentimes a mother. This could be a Capricorn. It could also be another earth sign like a Taurus or a or Virgo. It doesn't have to be. It's just there also to represent that this person is of earthly energy. They had very earthly energy, very grounded in security. This person may have been very resourceful, good with money, good with, maybe this person was a bargain hunter, you know, this someone who did garage sales or things like that. Overall, though, this was a very nurturing person, somebody who enjoyed taking care of others. This person is usually a homebody, so if this was a mom or a grandma, they were somebody who may have stayed at home more than others, or they provided most of their comfort from home. Visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. This person, if this is a family member, this person could have been a psychic or she could have been that person in your household who you know, casually read tarot or casually knew about reading cards. Also, this person, just if that's not the case, that person could just literally have been someone who was very intuitive, somebody who knew, you know, who had that woman's intuition. Even if this person wasn't a woman, it could have just been this woman's intuition that was very good. I do think this person could have been kind of like a self-starter, somebody who may have had their own business or sold things or made things and sold things, like crafts, perhaps. Even if it wasn't their full-time job, they may have enjoyed like selling things on the side, you know, like Avon or you know, this person could have made things like knitted and then did craft shows or stuff like that. Because with the Fool card, I see this is somebody who's willing to go out and try new things too. This person was, you know, may have been a homebody, but they were super, I feel like they were outgoing, or somebody who was maybe more often than not in a very positive mindset. This is somebody that could, like I said, you know, a self-starter, somebody who goes out and just starts things, and is able to set up their own business or their own goals or do things without any prompting. Like, this person must have had their own ideas and they followed them. They didn't ask for permission, you know. I feel like, you know, they may have been a homebody, they may have been the traditional housewife, but this person didn't ask for permission. I think that they kind of went out and just did whatever, you know, their heart wanted to do, and that's who this person is. I think this person may have enjoyed food. They can enjoy food. This person may have been a baker too, or somebody who likes to cook. I get a very strong sense of that nice, you know, comforts of home mom vibe from this person, but like at the same time, I'm getting this contradictory, like this person wasn't a stereotype. They may have taken on traditional gender roles, but they didn't, that wasn't solely who they were. You know, they were so much more than the services they provided you, maybe as a mother or as an aunt, or, you know, some older matriarch. They provided so much more than that. So that is who they are. Let me get the message from them. So this person wants to give you a message. What do they want you to know? So I'm going to pull some cards for topics. Pick a topic like this. That's a topic. So they may be watching over you, having some kind of issue in school or work. They may be seeing you work with somebody else, or perhaps they're seeing you have, you know, there's some kind of teamwork. They might even see you establishing something, and that's what they want to talk to you about. So let's talk about what it is they want to, what do they want to talk to you about, group 2, when it comes to establishing in this 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Page of Cups. What are we seeing here? There may be somebody that provides a service to you, or this could be you. You could be somebody that provides a service to others. Like a little, like, when I say service, like, you know, I think like plumber, or not necessarily plumber, but like, you know, you might clean someone's house, you like that type of service that you provide. You're not necessarily like a nurse or you know, like a caretaker or something like that. You could be just somebody that provides a service to someone. I feel like this could have to do with partnership, could have to do with a legal thing. Let me clarify these. Can I get 3 more cards, please, about this situation they want to talk about? I think it wants to clarify that one. What do you think? We've got the 9 of Cups and the Page of Cups. They're really concerned with your happiness, I think. You've got some things that you're working on. I think they might be concerned about your happiness. You've got the 3 of Cups again. I'm sorry, not again, the last one was 3 of Cups. I'm getting a lot of cups, so if this is starting foundations, I don't think it's with work so much, because we have the Lovers, we have 3 of Cups, we have 9 of Cups, we got Page of Cups, we got the Ace of Swords. So I think right now this may have to do very much with love, and I think they see that you're hurting right now, actually. Maybe you tried to start something with someone, maybe you're trying to make something work with someone else, you're trying to work together. Maybe trying to seek guidance or something about this situation. It's like so interesting here. This person may watch, like, you know, maybe you have arguments or something, or you're going through some kind of difficulty. But whatever it is these discussions or this intensity is hurting you. There's some kind of intensity right now between another person that's hurting you. It's causing like legit heartache, and I don't think they like to see this. It has to do with a love relationship. Maybe there's a third party. Maybe this person has seen that there is a third party in the situation you're in, and perhaps that's what they're talking about. There's some kind of pain involving that. Hang on. It's good, instead of someone who's providing a service, I mean, if that resonated with you again, this can be a child, perhaps. What about these two? What's the issue with these two? For the Lovers and the 3 of Cups, please. You might have to choose between 2 people. Oh, okay. Yeah, there could be a choice between 2 people. Pages are younger, so maybe there's a younger person involved. I get the sense that there might be children, at the very least. What do I see here? There's like this guilt, you know, this maybe this desire to get away with things that you don't think you should be getting away with. Or some kind of guilt that you're stealing from someone. This person maybe feels like they're stealing. Maybe they feel like you, maybe this is you and they see that you feel like you are stealing from like a younger person, like stealing, like if you have a child, maybe you are worried that you're going to be, maybe, for those of you that have children and are that doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship issue, but if you're a single parent, I can kind of understand this. You know, you're looking out for what makes you happy, but you feel that your happiness might be stealing from a child that you have. So if this means getting another job that works more, that's what you're concerned about. If there's a partner that you really like, but you're not sure if they're fit to look after your kid, you feel like you have to sacrifice like that. And that's the vibe I'm getting there. And so the choice has to be, in this party of three, has to be between your happiness and the happiness of someone else, I think. And that's what they're seeing here. And they see that this choice that you have to make is really tearing you up, and it makes you feel terrible. It's just really sad. And in fact, I feel sad for this person. Like, this person probably feels sad for you. They don't like watching you feel this way. For some of you, there may be a divorce, because Ace of Swords can indicate legal trouble. It can indicate documents as well, legal documents. Overall, though, without specifics, this card on its own can just mean simply intensity. It can mean intense love. It can mean intense hate. It can mean arguments. It can mean lack of clarity. In this case, maybe there has been this Ace of Swords moment, and you've told somebody something, and there's some kind of you know, there's some kind of backlash now, and a choice has to be made. And this discussion has obviously hurt you, and maybe hurt someone else. Over here, I see, though, you know, more concern about this Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups here. So again, we have this child versus happiness. Child versus happiness. I get the sense that you're worried about making a decision on some aspect of your life that will improve it. You know, for fear of what will happen to your child. So, but this here is being clarified by the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles. So it's possible that this could be involving a job, or involving taking another position that makes more money, or may make less money, but, you know, there's some kind of sacrifice, and it could be time, and it could be money. And in some cases, this just could be simply saying that you could be working on your happiness, and by working on your happiness at all, in any capacity, working on your happiness is somehow stealing time or stealing resources from this person that relies on you. And that's what they're seeing you struggle with right now. So what is the advice from this person, please? Can I please get some advice for Group 2's person? Group 2's loved one? Please give me some advice for them. Give me some advice from Group 2's loved one. We have the Moon. We have the Fish. We have the Sun, we have the Bear, and we have the this Coffin. Instantly, this one, I get this message, by the time I get through, hang on. Basically, they're saying, your happiness is paramount. It is the center here. You're not going to be this child's parent forever. People grow up, you know. you know, and you have to be concerned about what happens to you after that. You don't just stop living once your child moves out. You don't just stop living once your child grows up to be an adult. You are still going through your own development too. So, let me see here. That was the first thing I just got. There's this person is also kind of like that. They're kind of, this is like them. You know how I said that they had the family orientedness, they have the homemaker type of capability, but they were so much more than just that. This person was more than a mother, you know, or at least they viewed themselves as more than just a mother, more than just a caretaker. And I think they're saying that you need to also think that way. That's what they would do. That's how they thought about it. There's a kind of an element, and that's the struggle here. And, you know, there's an element of selfishness, but is selfishness really terrible in the sense that if it keeps you at your best, can't you lead others when you're at your best, you know? So if this is some way that makes you happy, like say you found a boyfriend and you really like them and you're really worried about your child and how they'll adjust to having you know, a new family member like that, it's basically saying like, there's that risk of them not having this person in their life, by risking that, you're also risking your happiness and how that affects other people around you. Because there's a lot of desire. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of desire for abundance, a desire for more. There's more to your life. So whether you're looking for a job or you're looking for you know, a partner, there's more. You're going to need more than what you have. You might be living bare bones when it comes to work or money. You could also be you could be living bare bones when it comes to emotions. You know, you're coming out of a time of famine and you're wondering if it's a good thing. or you're wondering if it's a bad thing. You know, an emotional famine or a literal famine. You're coming out of it and you're wondering if this increase or this addition to your life is going to be negative. I mean, you might have gotten so used to having less or feeling like you've had less that you don't know what to do with it if you didn't. Because there's going to be, it says here, there's this end to this parental responsibility someday. You know, right now you're just getting by. Right now you're just getting by and it's helping, it's working. But, you know, maybe suggesting like, hey, maybe you don't have a retirement saved. Maybe you just never thought that this phase of your life would ever end. And you have to take care of these things now. Because even if your children move out, you're still going to support them. You're still going to help them. But you know, how much use are you going to be if you're not prepared for that stage of life? So even if your child is not at the age of like leaving home, they could be just, you know, even a baby, and you're still thinking about your happiness. And whether it's okay to even think about your happiness. Yes, it is okay to think about your happiness. Having a happy parent makes a happy child. Having a miserable parent makes a miserable child. You know, even infants, they can tell when their mom's unhappy. They can watch her face. They know when things are wrong. So it's like even if you hide it behind a smile, they're going to know deep down there's something not quite right. Now, I'm not saying like, you know, go crazy and like just leave your kid on the street, you know, the corner someplace and like, you know, just go willy-nilly, go crazy, have a whole new life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying integrating things gently into your life for your own benefit, for your own good, and we're talking mental good, mental well-being is very important. Yeah. I think anybody who's ever had a moment in their home where it was unhappy knew what was going on. You know, with their parents, they just kind of knew something wasn't right. whether it was work or whether it was some kind of instability. You know, as a kid, we know these things. I mean, think back to a time when there might have been trouble. You knew, and you knew when your parents weren't telling you. So yeah. I mean, if you're the foundation, you got to make the foundation secure, because you know, without that, everything crumbles. So you are the foundation, so you need to make sure that your cracks are sealed. All right, so that is what we're seeing here with group 2. Again, remember foundations. Actually, that's funny. This one, I said foundations. That's what they wanted to talk about. I kind of just went on a tangent, and then I wound up back where I was. Interesting. Anyway, that was your reading, group 2. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a private reading with me, more specific to you and your situation, you can like, comment, and I'm sorry, more specific to your situation, you can email me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. Oh my gosh, I've got like these like things programmed in my mind that I'm just gonna say on my guess, like, comment, subscribe, even though my brain is malfunctioning. Okay. All right. Thanks again for watching. Let's see here. Next up, we have, for those of you that picked the quartz crystal, your group 3. Group 3 quartz crystal, we have Trickster. These cards, by the way, these cards are representing your person, so you know you're in the right place. It's the person that you're asking about, the loved one that you're missing. This says Trickster. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. This person might have been playful. This person might have been young, too, when they passed, because I have this Prince of Pentacles. I think this might have been a former partner of yours, either a friend or a loved, like an actual love interest, a lover. This person may have passed suddenly, but they had a lot of youthful energy. Kind of rambunctious, maybe, even. There's not too much to say, I think. The Prince of Pentacles could be an earth sign, could be Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. He could have been a hard worker, or just somebody who was very grounded, somebody who was based in the world of the physical. He's a very physically based person, somebody who enjoyed the world and all of its physical pleasures and things like that. This person might have been a hard worker. They could have had, you know, their own little enterprises that they did. Now, this is just the Prince of Pentacles, so he didn't make it to the King. So I think that this person was unmarried, young. I think that they were really reliable, like they were somebody that you could rely on. But this person may have had slow progress to their goals, slow progress. But it, you know, you could maybe it was out of careful, maybe out of care. Like this person was being very cautious, very careful of how they proceeded on things. Maybe when they came to decisions, they were very slow going. Yeah, but I definitely get the sense this person could have been a Gemini as well. I think though that the Lovers is here more to represent how you know them and how you know them best. So I see the Lovers here as you know, this person was a partner, a romantic interest, a romantic partner, fiance, could have even been a husband if it was a very young husband, you know, young engagement or something like that. This person probably was in their 20s though, like 20s to 30s is kind of what the age I see the Prince of Pentacles. But this person was very this person was a playful person, trickster. They are clever, I want to say. But it says transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, which is interesting because the Prince of Pentacles is very careful. But the trickster is saying that this person was unpredictable still. Like you couldn't quite tell what they were thinking or what they were going to do next. They were an unconventional person, had different ways of thinking. This person was by no means boring. This person was exciting and strange, maybe even. But I do sense that this person had a lot of, you know, they're rooted in the material world. I don't know if this person was entirely spiritual. That's kind of what I see here. So, let's see what this person has to say to you, the viewer. Oh, I'm not gonna, oh, yeah. So I'm gonna do cards to say what they, to show the topic of what they want to talk about. And then I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into it. And then after that, I'm gonna go and use my Lenormand cards for advice that this person wants to give you. They wanna give you some kind of words of wisdom. That's what they're gonna do. Words of wisdom from this group 3. This is what they're talking about. Emotional healing. This person wants to talk to you about emotional healing. Moving on. Lovers. And 7. Okay. 7 of Swords. I think this is... Okay, this is talking... I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go any deeper in this because it's really freaking clear. For some of you, you guys are concerned about moving on because you might feel like you're cheating this person. This may have happened... This person may have passed fairly recently and you're having difficulty moving on. And this person wants to talk to you about that. So what does this person want to say about this topic? This person loves you. They loved you. Still do, probably. Well, I mean, of course, if they're here, you know, they do. Oh. They try to talk to you. They love you. They still try to talk to you. This one's sad. They still... They try to talk to you, but you don't think that you can hear them. Okay. There's like a lot of, I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, so I do think that this person has been trying to talk to you, trying to contact you, trying to show you in different ways. Could be signs, could be, you know, messages in some way. Could be through tarot readings or something. If, like, maybe you're watching one of these pick-a-card readings and, you know, a message gets, like, hijacked, basically, by something that seems off-topic, it might be them. You may not be noticing things around, or maybe you have actually, depends on who you are. Some of you aren't seeing stuff. Maybe some of you do see stuff and you're scared about it, like you don't feel comfortable about it, or you don't think that you're really thinking, you don't really think that you're seeing what you're seeing or hearing what you're hearing. I think over here though, the 7 of Swords could be talking about, you know, some of you do have that sense where you feel like you're maybe, you know, not able to move on because you feel like you're cheating this person or you're not being fair to them. There's that, but also with some of this, I think that people just want you to know that they're around. Like they're kind of sneaking around in the background, basically, but it's not like for a bad reason. You know, it's just, there's only so many ways that you can, so many cards that you can use to actually explain, you know, somebody peacefully walking around, you're peacefully floating around trying to find you. This is somebody who has definitely got an eye on somebody who can't see them. This is also different certain types of spying. So this could be indicating that this person, you know, is watching you, but you don't have the right vantage point to see them back. They are asking you to possibly tap into your own ability to, you know, because the Ace of Cups can mean psychicness. They're trying to contact you, and I'm seeing this Ace of Cups, so and compared with this one, it's just telling me that you're like not letting yourself hear it, or you're not tapping into it, or you're seeing things and hearing things and you're just not believing it. But this is saying this person is coming in, has been trying to come in. They come and go, though. They're not staying all the time. I think they go other places, but they do visit you. This person, if you have noticed any activity, this person might be playful, like I said. That this one over here, spunky, you know, they got energy that is a little weird. Like, so, like, say you put something down somewhere and then you go to a different room and it's in some place that's just silly, you know? Or you have, like, a random thing that is, you know, like, suddenly shows up after being lost, and it's like a stupid item. It's like a weird item, perhaps. But these are messages this person sends you. Can we clarify the Ace of Cups? Yeah, okay. They're trying to give you this message or this affection or something, and there's just they're having difficulty, is what it's saying here. That's what they want you to know. Well, this person is young, so I don't know if they really had a lot of advice to give. Okay, I clarified the Knight of Wands and this Page of Swords, and I'm just like, so what's the Knight of Wands about? And it just says, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. That's just what they want you to know. Clarify the Page of Swords. Again, they watch you. You're beautiful. They think that you're going to be okay, though, when it comes to this independence. You may be feeling very alone. I had a whole bunch of cards. Did I just put them back in here? I had the Hermit. I think I just kind of shuffled them back in there mindlessly. But I had the Hermit and I had the Moon. So, like, from your perspective, you're in the Hermit mode and the Moon mode, which is sort of like psychological isolation. You know, you're not feeling very well. You're definitely having difficulty probably coping. If this person has passed recently. But yeah, they have been trying to contact you to make you feel better. Yeah, they were like all about you. They're still all about you. The Eight of Swords, though, yeah, they just don't feel like you're getting the messages, is all. They're trying to let you know something. Wait, well, what do you want them to know? What do you want this person to know? Emperor and Justice. Things are okay. Things are balanced. If this person, had a father that passed away, they could be with this person. They could be saying that they've been judged fairly. Things are okay. Star. Surprised I haven't got the Judgment card yet. There's fairness where this person's at. There's peace. There's order where this person is. They want you to know there's order. I feel like the Emperor is probably some kind of higher entity here that this person is referring to, because there's peace here. This person is at mental peace. mental healing. This person is okay. Clarify the Emperor. We have this, so I feel like this is saying someone has taken their burdens onto them. This Emperor is very strong. It's a father figure. This person lifts you up when you're down, that sort of thing. This is, you know, it could be God, and this, if this is if that makes sense with you. This person has their burdens taken by this Emperor. Overall, though, you look at these cards, there's a lot of blue, a lot of light colors. I really think that this is saying that there's there's definitely some happiness here. This person's at peace. The Star card literally means peace. The Ace of Cups, yeah, it's just the only thing is they're just trying to just get a message over to you, try to contact you, comfort you, let you know that things are okay, and they're okay. They've recovered. If there was some kind of issue, there's recovery. If some of you are on the astrological things, like into astrology, I think this person might be suggesting that this is going to wind out to be okay. If they failed some kind of, if you feel like they failed some kind of karmic challenge or something, I don't think that I don't think that's what they're saying. I don't think they failed that. Clarify the Star, please. I think that, okay. Yeah, for some of you that may be concerned on a spiritual level that this person didn't make the changes they needed to make in time. They did. They did the thing they were supposed to do. And they worked on it. They went from the page to the king. I think this person, you know, set out on that adventure in life. They came what they came here to do. They did the thing. They worked hard for it. They made the changes they needed to change. And this is progression to mastery. And this person is the King of Wands. So I think this person learned the lessons that they needed to learn. There's no unfinished business. This person, though it seems like there's unfinished business, the real purpose of their soul being here on earth has changed, or not changed, but it's been completed. You know, see this 10 here, that's a completion. So it's saying that all the burdens that this person had has now been given to someplace else, someone else who's responsible to take them from them. So if you're concerned about something like that, no need to worry, this person made it. So I guess what's their advice to you right now? What's the advice for group 3? Please clarify, or not clarify, I'm sorry. Please give advice for group 3. Group 3's person, please give advice for group 3. Hello, that's a lot. What do we got here? Their advice is about an obstacle. I think it may be saying that you're taking a risk I feel like it's saying that you're taking a risk by willfully hanging on to the burden of grief. I think this person is saying you're having difficulty letting go, and you're hanging on to this grief, and they may be a little bit concerned that that's not going to be the best for you. I feel like it might be saying that it's going to limit your happiness, and also I feel like it's also going to stand in the way of opportunities that have been given to you, revealed to you. Like, Yeah, you have some kind of good fortune that's being revealed to you, but you are carrying such a heavy emotional burden that you're not being able to see it being offered to you. We have this concept of long-term persistence. They may think that you're somebody who holds on to things for a long time and they're just concerned about this. You might be somebody that really hangs on to grief. If they've ever experienced you with grief, they know that you have a very long grieving period, maybe. I mean, this person isn't suggesting that you're going to get over it or anything like that. It's going to be something that will be with you for probably the rest of your life, is this connection will be with you. But I think it's suggesting that you need to change the way that you view it or handle it and carry it. Because you're carrying it. You're going to carry it. You are. But you're not carrying it in the right way, I guess you could say. You know, like with anything, you carry it in the wrong way and it does damage over time, right? You hurt your back if you carry things a long time in the wrong way. It's the same thing with emotions. So if you're not getting the proper closure, the proper guidance, or the proper, or you're not being able to manage your feelings or manage your grief, saying over time it's really going to take a toll on you. So their suggestion, I think, would probably be to either find a way to manage that. I feel like this needs more. They have a lot to say. Clarify this advice. Give me some more cards for this advice, because I feel like it's not finished. Yeah, I don't sense that they don't. I don't sense that they feel you're getting the right stuff that you need to get past or cope or recover. They're telling you that you need to spend time with friends. You've been alone. You are isolating yourself, and they want you to spend time with a friend who's been trying to contact you. There's somebody who's been trying to contact you, and they want you to spend time with them because you've been sitting here alone. And it's not going to help you get better. You need to spend time with friends and family. Even though you don't want to, you need to get out and have... If this person has been trying to get you out of the house, you need to go. Go out of the house with them. You know, if this person wants to offer you a ride or dinner or lunch or wash your hair or whatever, this person's here for you. Whoever this is, you need to pay attention to them because they're trying to get you out of this. They want to get you outside of the house. This person is telling you to get out of the house. You've been in there too long, maybe. Yeah, isolating yourself will not bring you any clarity that you're looking for. You have a friend that loves you, and they are probably worried, a little confused maybe. They're not really sure. You know, if you haven't told anybody about this, perhaps they don't know what's going on, and they're just kind of wanting to reach out to you, and perhaps they don't know what's going on. But that the moment is just saying that you're really lonely right now, and you need partnership, you need somebody to be with. It doesn't have to be like romantic or anything like that. It doesn't have to be a friend. Heck, you know, if you don't have a lot of people, just go out to some place and just get to talk to people. Just talk to people, you know. Yeah, you're too busy. There's a lot of business, like a lot of time spending on the intangible. A lot of mental energy being spent on the intangible. You know, you're mourning. When I see this, it's like this person's just saying, it's like you're mourning dust, I guess. They're around, but this right now you're kind of focusing on the dust, what's left behind, you know, and you're not really coping properly. But they're saying you need to get a hold of the friend. You need to get out of your house, apartment, out of your head, maybe. Go out and spend time with this person. I feel like you guys are going to know who this person is. I feel like this person has probably been trying to get you to go out and you're just not doing it. You're not feeling up to it. But it doesn't matter if you feel up to it or not. You really got to force yourself out of the house. Okay? That was your reading group 3. Please like, comment, and subscribe and let me know if that resonates. If you need a more specific reading to you and your situation, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Okay. Lastly, we have this labradorite stone. So for those of you that picked this stone, this is the person that you're thinking of. This is just to confirm that maybe you're in the right place. We have Goddess, we have Princess of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit. This could be somebody who's lonely, who was lonely perhaps. Believe the Hermit card rules Saturn. It's a Saturn card. And we also have a Capricorn. Feminine, it says Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Exploitation of the female nature and form. This person was very feminine, young perhaps, very pretty, very youthful. I think though that this person also may have dealt with some things like sadness, two things I'm getting because of this card here, because of the Saturn card. I believe the Hermit is, I mean, even if it's not, my mind is saying Saturn. This has Jupiter and the Sun and Virgo on it. But I thought that it had Saturn. The 9. So, in some cases, I think this person may have been depressed. In some cases, I want to say they grew to old age and just had a very youthful appearance, youthful energy, and that's kind of like who they were. They were really kind of like, even if they died as an older person, they were really riding the wave of their own femininity and estrogen and all these things. Person might have liked fashion a lot, beauty products. This person could have been really interested in, you know, hair and makeup. Could have been a beautician even, or an aesthetician. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Aesthetician. But I have a feeling that this person, you know, they were the type of person to have a lot of skincare stuff and you know, very focused on their physical appearance. Especially with this Virgo card here, this person, some of you, this person could have had an eating disorder or struggled with an eating disorder. Virgo moon is a sign that has to do with a lot of self-criticism. Somebody who has their own troubles and demons, and you know, they want to be perfect, basically. There's this feeling of being perfect. This person could have been a student. For the most part, I hate to say it, but I feel like this person is young. There could be people who have an older person here, but I think that this person was young. I think they may, you know, they may have had these they might have liked beauty and all these things. This person could have been a Taurus, possibly, doesn't have to be. But I think that they spent a lot of time alone, too. Yeah. Okay. So that's who they are. Let's look into what they want to talk to you, what they want to tell you. So I'm going to pull some cards to show the topic of what they want to talk about, and then we're going to kind of like look into it, and then I'm going to go and get advice with my Lenormand cards. Like advice, like not advice, but what they'd like to tell you is like a guidance sort of thing. Especially since this person is younger, I don't know if they've got advice to give you. Some people believe that the consciousness and knowledge expands when you pass away. In my experience, sometimes they don't have the answers. They're just like you and me still. But let's go. So group 4's person, please tell me what you'd like to tell group 4. You'd like to talk about the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Emotional healing, of course. Let me shuffle these back in, because these ones looked really similar to the last one, so I might not have shuffled properly. Let me just shuffle a little bit better just to make sure I'm getting the right message. If these cards needed to come up, they will come up. We got Death, we got the Sun. Just want to make sure I got this all good and shuffled. Okay, please clarify the Queen of Cups. Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we have, they'd like to talk about new things, moving out, moving on, upwards and onwards. Maybe that's a phrase that they want, that sounds familiar to you, upwards and onwards. New opportunities, new seeds, new things. If you are this person's mother or somebody that they looked up to as a mother, perhaps they want to talk about either a new child, like someone could be pregnant maybe. Fool card is telling me this is about new beginnings, and this is what they want to talk to you about. If you're not this person's mother, your friend, they might be wanting to talk to you, and because it's the Queen of Cups, this is somebody that this is how they see you, as the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the important person to the person talking. So can we please get details on what they want to talk about this? Okay, we have a man. Got the King of Pentacles. This could be a father, their father perhaps. More information please. This could be them. We got the Page of Pentacles again. That was the first card we got here. Four of Swords. It looks like if this person's father may be thinking about them a lot. And he's in the process of recovering. Any more cards, please? Maybe you guys have been arguing with this King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be their father, could be your father, it could be grandfather, could be a brother. Somebody's, like, I see arguments about this person. Like, maybe tensions are running high. Tensions are running high. Perhaps there's a sibling, a younger sibling, if this person had one. This younger sibling maybe having difficulty handling this. They're thinking about this person. They want to share with them. They want them to feel better. They want harmony in this area of life. I feel like there's a lot of, you know, trying to see how this happened, what went wrong. There's like, you know, a lot of assessment and going back and kind of focusing on things. 3 of Cups with these cards might be showing that there's not a lot of, this could be some separation here, friends not getting along. There's people that have just kind of withdrawn mentally. Other people involved. I see 4 people here. 4 people. Got the 3 of Pentacles. Give me more details on the situation, please. That you want them to know about. Like, this is what they see. They're letting you know about it. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is thinking about their mother and their father. If this person doesn't have their mother and their father anymore, they're with them. If they're not with them because they're still living, it's saying they're thinking about them. They could be thinking about a sibling, something like that. This person was young, I think. They're probably thinking of their friends too. Judgment. Ace of Swords. They may see that there's some talk that may be judgmental of them or of you. And it's not nice. Clarify? Maybe there's some hypocrisy here. Somebody's doing something they said not to do and now they're doing it. And this popped out reversed. So I feel like, you know, some of you are not tuning in. You're not tuning into yourself. You're not tuning into you know, your own advice, perhaps. Maybe somebody's turned to drinking or some kind of ritualistic behavior that's not good. This 3 of Cups can be ritualistic behavior. Perhaps if this is an issue of an eating disorder, this is somebody who you or someone else may have told them not to do this, and maybe it's because you or they or someone else has had this experience and they know that it's bad, and then now maybe they're turning to the same thing as a coping mechanism. It could be just indicating that there's some kind of unhealthy behavior as a result of them. Maybe they're watching, they're saying they're watching, it's not okay. There's something that's just not okay here. How do you feel, pile 4? How are you feeling about this? Control. What are you feeling about this? They're not feeling great about it. They think it's sort of... Hang on. Let me figure this out here. I guess they're confused why you're doing it. There's some element of control here with the Emperor. They're confused why whatever this situation is doing, they're confused why you would lose the control. They're confused why you'd lose control over this, maybe. Or if there's like a personality change, they're not sure why that happened. One more, if you could tell me one more. Pile 4, can you please tell me? Thank you. This looks like there's a lot going on here. they're confused about something. This could be involving a father figure, but this is how they feel about this situation. So I have a feeling it's more about control. These are big cards. This is talking about love and harmony. This person just wants you guys to be, you know, harmonious. This person wants you to know that they love you, maybe. That could be what this is saying. And they're not really sure why everything's... Yeah, okay. Yeah. They love you. They've got... they have these feelings, these... they're thinking about you. They still think about you. They still visit you. They think that you were kind to them. Always very kind, always very helpful, always very warm. You know, and you've been with them their whole life. That's how they feel about this. So they understand. I think that maybe they're confused as to why, you might be trying to take control of things, why you might have had a personality change from somebody who was this person here to suddenly this rule with an iron fist emperor. You know, there's a lot of harshness here. Could be in how you relate to other people, friends, family, romantic partnerships. I think they might be concerned about your mental health because the moon is here. This is a card that can talk about depression. So that is what the situation they see. Can we please get 5 cards to discuss if this person could tell them, like advice? What would they tell them? What would they tell this person if they could tell them? I feel like this might involve a younger sibling. Like there may be, if you're a parent, they might be seeing their younger sibling being treated differently than before. Or older sibling, whoever, sibling, another child. And I didn't mean to get this one at the same time, but I did. So what do they want to tell you? Is this an advice? As an advice, what do they want to tell you? We've got, what do they think that you need to know, really? What they would like to comment, I guess, if it's not advice. There's just some kind of distance here, somebody who's going to be returning and coming and going, basically. There's new opportunities for choices, and you need to, there's going to be new opportunities for choices that keep coming back. This one's a little weird. This one's a little, this one's a little weird. There's journeys, though. There's a lot of journeys, actually. There's 3 cards about journeys, trips, farewells, and movement. 3 of these cards, and they're at the center. That's these 3 here. But at the very center, this is a return. So somebody returns. This is long-term commitment, long-term love, and this is a child. In a very crazy way to say this, and I don't want to say this lightly, so please take this with a grain of salt. If any of you are pregnant or planning to get pregnant and this person passed, this may be saying this person could return again. I've never quite seen that before. But I see trips and farewells and options and choices. So it might be saying this person has a choice, possibly to return. If you are in that situation.
I'm going to say this is like one of you. The chances of somebody, I have no idea what the chances are of somebody reincarnating and then you guys actually, you know, the living actually knowing about it, reincarnating into the same family. I have no idea if that's a choice that we can make. I know it's happened in the past, but I have no idea what the actual, what the event, like the rate of that is. How common it is. As far as I know, it is not. This could be saying, though, for some of you, this person could be returning and may just be on their way to another reincarnation, another life. And maybe that's what they're saying here, is they got these choices that they have to make. And maybe this person wants to see you guys are all okay and fine and content before they do this, before they leave and start something new. That's just for those of you that believe in that principle. That's kind of what I'm getting here, because this is really strange with this return, you know, like, but there's this long distance trip basically that they're making, and our anchor is about long, and combined with this heart is like loving you forever, loving you a long time. So if anything you get out of this is just them telling you that they love you and they'll love you forever. But for some of you, I feel like this person might be making a trip someplace else. This is somebody who goes and comes back, and if you believe in reincarnation, that's what we do. We go, we come back, and this guy's like a fiery guy, so he goes in, he has a fiery time, then he leaves, and then he returns, you know, and there's these things that they have to learn, these lessons we have to learn. But I see this child here. I don't know if that's what's really going on. Any more clarification? We have knowledge and education. This person is speaking in ways that are not easy for me to this person is speaking in ways that I'm not having an easy time comprehending right away. I just thought I should let you guys know that. I'm not sure if this person had, like, if you watch the last ones, like, I'll have like a phrase in my head that just pops out when I put these cards down. I feel like there's a lot of scattered energy here, and the communication isn't great. I just thought I'd let you know that if this is something that this person struggled with in life, is communication, communicating what they needed. Because this person, I feel like this was a people pleaser. This person may have liked to make sure that everybody was happy. And I feel like in my own speech patterns, I understand what this is saying, because these cards are all very, not very bad, and they're kind of coming out in very pleasant ways. But they're, you know, I kind of see that in a speech pattern is like, I kind of like this, you know, this and that, thank you, please. Like, it's very, like, polite, the way it's coming out. This person may be polite. Please let me know if that resonates with you, because that's kind of what I'm seeing here is this person, I'm just like, get to the point. And I feel like the person in real life, in life, might have been, like, kind of like that, where they would kind of, like, you know, flower around things, you know, make sure that it's just a very, like, polite is the only way I can talk about it. It's not careful. It's just this person was pleasant. This was a pleasant person, and they're still talking to me in pleasant terms, but I need some more direct answers right now. Is there anything else you can tell me? Clarify the book. I mean, that's knowledge. This might be saying you're returning for knowledge. There's only so many cards I have left here. Okay, yeah, new house. New commitment. I think this person's trying to tell you they're trying to move on and move on to something else. Like, if you don't believe in reincarnation, this person is trying to move out of one realm into the other. You know, I feel like they're trying to get out and unlock into this. You know, this is knowledge, but it's not yet attained because the book is closed. So I don't think this person is able to go where they need to go. They're trying to get to a new house. They're trying to get to their people, but they have to make sure that things are okay, I think, before they go. So you've got to resolve some things so this person can move on to something else. There's a commitment waiting in this new home, because so for those of you that believe in reincarnation, that could be a new body, or for those of you that believe in, you know, like a bardo, or like limbo, you know, this person might still be there in the ghost realm and is trying to get to this higher place, you know, where things are secure in this home card here. So, and then this is like, you know, eternity. This is a long time. So this person is trying to move on, but they're very concerned about you guys and how you're doing. And if there's another child involved, a sister or another baby on the way or something like that, they're just a little concerned that, you know, maybe you guys are not ready, or maybe this other child, you might be too worried about them. Maybe you're making them uncomfortable. Maybe you might be a little too protective. You're not letting this person spread their wings, something like that. But, you know, there's some kind of imbalance in the way that things used to operate in your home or your household or your family or friends, and the way that it's changed isn't the way that they want you to continue, to be. But of course, take that with a grain of salt. If there's some behaviors that you see in someone else and you need to take care of that, do that. By far, this is a general reading, so this energy is blurry. But if you have, and that's pretty much, I think, where I have to leave it off at. But if you guys need assistance in trying to sort your situation out, trying to figure out, best course of action, find some guidance, you can contact me at snowcitytarot@gmail.com. And I hope that's resonated with you. I hope that all of these readings, for those of you that are still here from earlier, hope all these readings, were helpful. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.